The Galaxy Note 5 is the new kid on the block. It's showcasing the best of what Samsung has to offer. It's only natural to compare it to the even bigger Google Nexus 6. Now superficially, they're similar on a spec sheet, but of course, it's a matter of TouchWiz against stock Android. So which is the better phone? Hey guys, John V from PhoneArena here. You're watching our video comparison between the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 and the Google Nexus 6. We love the sleek, stylish new design of the Galaxy Note 5, which is a huge factor in making the device easier to use. You have a metal frame sandwich in between two pieces of tempered glass. Combined with a thin profile and solid construction, it makes for a true premium phone. The Nexus 6, though, isn't in the same league. It feels too big and its plastic back gets messy very easily. On top of that, it's just so obnoxiously large and we kind of struggle to fit it in our pocket. Another major thing going for the Note 5 is the amount of amenities found on it. For example, you have a fingerprint sensor, the heart rate sensor, and even the S Pen stylus. You don't get any of them with the Nexus 6. Those features alone give the Note 5 some added value. We have quad HD resolutions with the two screens, so at the very least, they offer the best resolution you could find out there. The Note 5 comes with a 5.7-inch Super AMOLED panel, while the Nexus 6 is greeted with a slightly larger 6-inch AMOLED display. Now, details aren't an issue with either of them. However, the Super AMOLED display of the Note 5 is simply untouchable in terms of its quality. It's brighter, more accurate with color reproduction, and it's very close to reaching that ideal color temperature of 6500 Kelvin. All of this shows us why Samsung has the best screens around. And the Nexus 6 screen just pales in comparison, since it's oversaturated and nowhere close to being as bright as its rival. At the core of it all, it boils down to TouchWiz versus stock Android. The new TouchWiz is cleaner and more refined as Samsung continues to trim off the fat. Even though they eliminated several features from previous iterations, it's still incredibly powerful, made better with all the usefulness that accompanies the S Pen. Stock Android on Nexus, on the other hand, is still subjectively superior in terms of its looks, and it's objectively better thanks to its faster updates. Having a pure stock build and blessing of Google, Nexus phones are always the first to get Android updates with new features and security patches. It's a well-known platform with the signature flat material design and speedy performance. The Exynos 7420 system chip is a champ with the Note 5, which is also accompanied with a generous 4GB of RAM. It brings improvements in single-core and multi-core performances, as well as graphics. And yes, it's also faster than Nexus 6 in all of those aspects. Yet, it's the Nexus 6 that still feels zippier than TouchWiz in daily use. It might use the older Qualcomm Snapdragon 805 system chip, but it goes to show that stock Android seems to be better optimized for speed and navigation. With gaming though, we give the Note 5 the advantage. The 60-megapixel camera on the Note 5 is great. It's fast to start and it's fast to focus. And best of all, there's a ton of shooting modes to choose from. Now, the Nexus 6's 13-megapixel camera, on the other hand, is good, but not great. For one, it doesn't have a full manual mode like the Note 5. Also, it's slower to capture photos. When it comes to actual image quality, the Note 5 lives up to the hype with one of the best cameras around. It captures very detailed and sharp-looking images in all conditions. The Nexus 6 lacks the consistency of the Note 5, and its images tend to look a bit over-sharpened. Color reproductions differ as well, as the Note 5 always picks a warmer, slightly more yellowish look, whereas the Nexus 6 comes at us with bluish, cold-looking images. In lower light, both devices do very good, but the Nexus 6 produces smudgy details. Over on the video side, it's great that they can record 4K Ultra HD videos. Videos look fine on both with the same peculiarities when it comes to color reproduction, so basically it boils down to your color preference. You get warmer tones with the Note 5 and colder looking ones with the Note 6. Autofocusing is particularly fast on the Note 5, and the same can be said about its stability thanks to its optical and digital stabilization magic. At the very least, they're great at handling multimedia content. However, the experience is simply more gratifying with the Note 5. While they're both ideal for watching videos, the Note 5's adaptive mode display ensures we're given the most ideal experience by adjusting contrast and saturation. It's even nice that there's a multitasking element in play as well. You don't get that with the Nexus 6. Also, Samsung has added some enhancements to the audio side when it comes to listening to music. Even though they've added support for ultra high quality audio, there's only a minuscule advantage with the actual result, and that's added bass and treble to the mix. Frankly, the audio quality is similar through the headphone jacks. We weren't particularly impressed with the call quality with the Nexus 6. It just wasn't among the best when it comes to the clear sounding devices for calls, but the issues with clarity are still fairly minor. The Galaxy Note 5, on the other hand, can definitely gloat about having a very good call quality on both sides of the line. Voices sound clear and natural with almost no distortion, and side noise is filtered out nicely. We also appreciate the option to boost volume an extra bit. A smaller battery on the Galaxy Note 5 doesn't hurt battery life. It's actually better than the Nexus 6 and also better than most other phones. The Note 5 features a 3000 mAh battery. It's slightly smaller than its predecessor, whereas the Nexus 6 features a larger 3220 mAh battery. Now, in a battery benchmark test, the Note 5 and its smaller capacity smokes the Nexus 6. It achieves an impressive mark of 9 hours and 11 minutes in our battery benchmark test. It's well above the 7 hours and 53 minutes with the Nexus 6. The Note 5 is also the fastest charging phone we've tested so far. It's capable of juicing back up from dead to full capacity in just 1 hour and 21 minutes. That's faster than the already speedy Nexus 6, which takes only 1 hour and 38 minutes. Looking at the list of features alone, the Note 5 looks like the vastly superior device. It has a faster and consistently good camera, a significantly better and brighter AMOLED display. You have the S Pen, the fingerprint sensor, and a thinner and better looking design. The list just goes on and on for it. The Nexus 6 might seem defeated on the hardware side, but the attraction of having stock Android can't be overlooked. Best of all, it's most certainly going to get updates faster than the Note 5, so you'll always experience the latest and greatest first. However, if one considers price, the difference is indeed reflected in the cost. The Nexus 6 has the advantage of having been on the market for nearly a year now, and this has brought a significant price drop. It's now officially sold for $500 full price, which is a considerable savings over the Note 5's MSRP of $750. In simple terms, the Note 5 is clearly the superior phone, but is a 50% difference in price justified? It's up to your wallet to give a judgment about that.